Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if I can make this one turn up a treat. This is the fourth one in the series, you could say. This is the last of its kind that I've got. And they're going to be redonated back to charity. These are quite difficult to make look really nice, even though they have potential. No, brown won't work with this. But yeah, it's Christmas Day, folks, and a lot of kids, especially, not always, but especially girls, like to receive these as a Christmas gift, especially this type. Let's see how we go. Yeah, okay. Without actually being an expert, this is, I think, a Frozen doll, and the other ones were also Frozen dolls. She's missing her shoes, incidentally. Looks like she's barefooted, but normally they have shoes, and this is it. I think this is the main character, if I remember correctly, without being a knowledge tank on such culture and popularity shit that typically, not always, but typically girls like. I'm not interested in. I never liked dolls when I was a kid. I always hated them, and my parents used to, or at least Dad used to get me dolls when I was a kid. And he eventually gave me a train set when I was 5 going on 6 on Christmas 1978, and I was really happy. I really liked it, and it was something I really enjoyed. So, even though we didn't have it properly assembled though, like on a track, but it was still nice to have anyway, and we kids enjoyed it. My brother got one as well. He also got a train set. He got a diesel, and I got a coal. What do they call them? The old-fashioned steam loco. That's what it was, a steam loco. Not that I'm an expert on trains, folks. I only went through a short phase being interested in trains. Very short phase. But it was one of those times in my life, and my dad, at least in this case, got me something that I really wanted. Even though my dad's an asshole and I don't talk to him anymore, but I do want to get in touch with him eventually, put the past behind me, and that's come up looking better, actually. I'm going to remove her, and she looks like she's doing nicely in the picture. I'm going to utilise this as our master copy. But But yeah, I just wasn't a doll person, folks. I know my dad was giving me dolls to feminise me because I'm a bit of a tomboy without the rough and tumble. I'm a bit of one of those girls that likes boys things, and I'm just that way. And when you look at me now, I'm basically into that sort of shit. One day I'd like to redesign the photocopier, and even the photocopier that I redesign is going to look very heavy and clunky, but it's going to be really practical, and it's going to be a very masculine looking piece of kit. It's not going to be like full of plastic and shit. So really I'm the kind of person that loves to do things at an industrial level, and I guess having this masculine tendency is actually quite an asset to redesign the photocopier from scratch, because it's all about physics, it's all about chemistry, about electricity, about magnetism and heat and light, electrostatics and shit like that. It's a real heavy thing, and you're dealing with manufacturing and all that sort of stuff. To be if you're a female and you're you're drawn to masculine things, it's a bonus. It's an asset. It's not something to be ashamed of. It can be very useful in that sort of circumstance. So you do things at an industrial level, and that's how you work, and you can have the potential to revolutionise industry. And that's what I want to do. I want to make the best photocopier man has ever seen. I want to be the top dog when it comes to designing and manufacturing equipment. I want to be the top dog in the photocopier industry. I want to be competitive and also be generous with the money that I earn making this really good equipment. Sometimes you have to be like that. You can't be feminine. You can't be too wishy-washy with things. You got to fucking go industrial or go home. Go hard or go home, but I could say go industrial or go home. So I like things to be industrial strength. I love industrial shit. At least when it comes to designing technology like photocopiers, that sort of shit. And it's going to be big. I want to make the best equipment, and I can't do that by being concerned with my makeup or concerned with my hair. Oh yes, I've got to preen myself. I've got to put on the eyeliner, the lipstick and the foundation. Oh yes, I'm a cream puff. No, fuck that. I don't have time for that kind of shit, folks. I'm going to go hard or go industrial or go fucking home. And I have no time for all that makeup and all that faffing around that typically women like to do. Typically. Not all. But, that's me. So it might have been a problem at childhood because my parents didn't know what to do with me and how to deal with my masculine tendencies. I hated dresses. Shit, yeah. Still don't like them anymore. So I had a phase when I was liking wearing dresses, but not anymore. That was a long time ago, and that's come up looking a real treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.